This is an incredible morning, all fucking ready. I did not plan on doing this stream this morning, and I have to be done with this stream by no later than 11 a.m. I did have something scheduled for this morning, but I had to cancel it. And it was supposed to happen at 10. So I canceled it this morning. That is iconic. And we did not know. We didn't know that we would be doing this stream this morning. See, that's where we left off. That's the cliffhanger from yesterday, if you're keeping track of the bouncing ball that is my brain. We did not know really what we were doing today, but we did know that we were booked and busy, right? And so we became unbusy because we unbooked a situation at 10 o'clock in the morning. Thank God. The person that I was supposed to be meeting with at 10 o'clock is also thanking me because they don't have to come in until like 11. Hallelujah. That's iconic. So I'm going to smoke this fucking blunt, right? Thank goodness for the person who gave Okama this for me to smoke right now. It's the gift that keeps on giving. You goddamn right, I'm going to smoke this. Notice that the sound of my voice sounds like gravel. It's giving gravel truck. It's giving rough around the edges. It's giving raw grit, pulp fiction with a lot of facts. So I do want to say a few things, but first and foremost, Good fucking morning, bitches. Good morning. We're trying something different this week. It's called Be in a Beautiful Motherfucking Mood. All right? Last week was Bad Mood, Brenda. This week, we're trying to put on a smile, colossal smiles. Okay? Do we feel like shit? You're goddamn right we feel like shit. I have bruises on my leg, and my kneecap feels like it's split in half, and I don't know why. What did I get into this weekend? Why does it feel like I was just out here doing shit all weekend, being fucking crazy as fuck? Why? Because I was. So I am bruised and almost broken, but I feel wonderful. This week is going to be pure hell for humanity. So let's take a moment to listen to a few tunes. Let's set the morning off on the right start. I do have a lot I have to do today. A lot. So I can only hang out on here until roughly 11 a.m. is really the marking point. Nothing later than 11 because I got a lot of shit I got to take care of, and it has to be taken care of to motherfucking day. I have and have always been, and you have to be a self fucking motivator. Don't depend on somebody else to motivate you. You shouldn't. I have to motivate myself to do a lot of shit. I encourage myself, I gas myself up. And today I will share some of that with you. So let's listen to this music. I'm going to change a little it from 70s flow to psychopathic flow. So everyone who's going to watch this or who will watch this live or later, you're going to be following a very roller coaster vibe. All right, let's do it.
This reading's got me high, so high, so high. This world is got me high, so high, so high. This reading's got me high, so high, so high. This world is got me high, so high, so high. This reading's got me high, so high, so high. This world is got me high, so high, so high. Mess around for the motherfucking dog shot. Niggas don't get high like a 33-6. Mafia, we smokers down the chain. Give a shotgun and cocaine to the brain. Gotta get high, gotta get high. To a motherfucker that these bitches don't hear, man. But I can't keep starting on my drugs too cheap as thugs, y'all hoes don't care, man. In your trunk. Nothing but leaves, a bags of weed. Something to keep off your feet. Make you crawl around on knees. If you a slanger, then grab a pile. If you a smoker, food don't get wild. Are you fucked up? So what? What's up? Shit the beer and black and mild. I'm so high, all I smell like is smoke. Yeah, that motherfucking green, yeah, that goddamn dope. You be hoping when you see me, roll up something, but I ain't gonna roll nothing.
I'm smoking on some blunts. Bigger than some of you rappers, royalty check. Never be mistaken, I'm the lady that be quick to get up in your shit. Freaky when I'm hot, that's the plan. Now understand my need. Fucking on your man, cause his ass wanna get with
Got the scarecrow, the substance I obtained, it got me strange and feeling crazy. I'm smoking on this doja, got me stumbling and feeling lazy. I'm staring at some shit that got me dazing, amazing. Got plenty more drugs left and then you know I'm staying blazing. TT fit them killers, the Swiss nigga with the deep pull so deep that I cannot remember. And if you really wanna ride with it, 3-6 mafia, here's no lie. You get high.
Let me just say this, like, you know, because are you a blunt person or are you a paper person? Okay, what do I prefer? Do I prefer blunts over fucking bitches? You know what I mean? Let me be honest, like, what do I like for real? You know what I mean? Like, today's the day to figure it out. That'd be iconic. Because sometimes we're like, what do I even like? I confuse myself. Like, some days I want it, other days I don't. You know what I mean? That's why I've never gotten married. And I'm going to change the stream as it fits me, as it suits my mood. This is why I could never get married. Okay? If you suffer from bipolar disorder, You should never get married. I mean, honestly, and anybody who's bipolar and has gotten married needs to be sued for psychological terrorism. You know what I mean? If you have bipolar disorder and you've gotten married, I'm bipolar and I'm never getting married. That's going to be the name of this stream. Welcome to hell, bitches. You don't know what you're going to wake up to in the morning. There's nothing more terrorizing than being in the relationship with a bipolar woman. You literally do not know what's going to happen next, right? Welcome to hell, ladies. I am bipolar, and I am smart enough to never get married. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm smarter than you because I know that I'm crazy. So I would never, ever, ever, I would never get married. Like, seriously, like, I'm bipolar. Marriage is not an option. Think about it. When you're bipolar, y'all need to understand what bipolar is. You don't understand it. You don't understand it. Let's get into it. Hi, I am bipolar. And isn't that like you never want to claim it, right? Like, who out here is trying to claim mental illness? Let's reclaim mental illness and embrace being crazy for real and own it. For real, embrace it. That is iconic. I am bipolar and I'm never getting married. Okay. That's the name of this stream. I am bipolar. And that is why I am never getting married. How would I know? That's the point of being bipolar. You don't understand how it works. You don't understand what real crazy is. You don't know that. This is real crazy. This is not fake crazy. There's nothing more cringy than fake crazy. Follow me. Real crazy. Am I scared to be crazy? If you are not iconic. Yeah. See, you don't understand what it's like to be an icon. An icon is somebody that everyone looks at and beholds the strangeness of it all. Good morning, I'm bipolar. All right. So when my mood switches at some point in the stream, then we can all scream. But don't say I didn't tell you. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, iconic, when I was fucking 9. Can you imagine how badass and powerful you feel as a child when they diagnose you with a crazy disorder? Think about it. It's iconic. Did you think that I was embarrassed by being called crazy? You made me special when I was a child. So why would you be mad at me for being so self-absorbed at 15 years old when you made me an icon, Mom? My mother made this person. Look at her. I am a reflection of my mother. Yes. Mood board. If you think I'm fucking nuts, you should meet my mom. Think about it. Always know this. When you're fucking somebody's daughter, you're technically fucking with her mother. Always. Think of me someone. We say, remember me once in a lifetime. We say, For the longest time, I've been like, nah, like I'm not like my mom. Today is the first day. Literally, this is an iconic moment. Get your cameras out. Watch this historical moment. This has never happened before. You're watching history do a dance for you, baby. Here's a fact. I have never in my life thought I was like my mother until this very moment. I am the inside of my mother's brain. And I am the inside of my father's ball sack. Do you feel me? My mother's brain fucked my dad's dick. And that's how you have me, my nigga. Joy. It is truly a pleasure to be me pleasuring you. That is why my name is Joy. I am a walking, breathing blowjob from hell. Think about it. My name is Joy, my nigga. Somebody asked me, and this is an iconic historical moment, and there's so many of them. I have so many iconic moments with some of you, iconic people. You're fucking iconic. Okay? I want you to know that I bring out the best in you, and you hate that about me because you know it's true, baby. You know it's true. I bring out the best in you. The most interesting facets of your personality I bring to the surface that you've denied. And I said, show that some more. That was hot. And you don't want to do it again. Bitch, that was hot as fuck when you said that. Now you're shy. Why? Because I'm pleasuring your personality. I like to pleasure people's personalities. Think about it. That's iconic. There's too much focus on pleasuring your dick. You know what I mean? The way to your cock is pleasuring your personality. Do you know what your personality is? What is your personality? That's a great question for this Monday. What is your personality? Right? I've only had 4 hits from the bong this morning, right? I'm going to be smoking on that blunt probably for 3 days. Weed brings out the best in me, but the worst in your father. Don't we love excitement? Don't we love, see, my dad is a psychopath. My dad is a man and a master of mass chaos that appears to be accidents and just little oopses. My dad is a master of survival because he had the ability to stay married to my mom for 30 years. That is a survivor. I'm a survivor. That is absolutely epic, Dad. You are a survivor. I cannot possibly fathom why you would have stayed married to my mother for so long when I have the best of her in my personality. I am your wife who accepted herself, Dad. That sounds really fucked up, but I'm the bitch that you didn't marry. Fathers get married to their daughters psychologically. Think about that. Your girlfriend wants to fuck her dad psychologically. Like your dad is married to your sister psychologically, bro. That's what marriage is. Being bonded with somebody. Being truly bonded. Can we unbond the molecule? Can we unbond? Can you unbond the bond once it's been bonded? Fuck no. I cannot unbond myself with anything that I've ever done. I would literally have to be molecularly rewritten to really change that fact. You just cannot change the fucking biological facts. Any real Satanist knows that. There are facts, and then there are facts. And then there are facts upon facts upon facts. There's facts embedded in facts. And there's facts beyond those facts that back up these facts. And then you just look around and you realize there's a lot of facts out here. Yeah. There's a lot of fucking facts out here. There is more facts than fiction. See, some people don't really want to see this thing, honestly. Liars don't want to see the truth. So they honestly actually say there are more lies than truth because they're lying again. There's always more honesty than lies. Lies don't weigh a lot. Truth is fucking heavy. Fat bottom girl, you make the rockin' world go round. Facts weigh a lot on the Richter scale, baby. And if you are a fact-driven bitch, male or female, you have literally a rockin' personality, like bedrock bitch. You know how deep that fact is? Bedrock baby. Think of me as bedrock Betty, bitch, because I will make your fucking bedrock, whore. I will make your house shake, bitch, when I shake my ass. That's how heavy I am, ho. I'm not going to play with your pussy. You want me to shake up your life? This week I'm going to. I'm going to give you a house shaking, baby. Even I haven't shaked my ass that hard in a long time. Good morning, my name is Earth. Earth is so fucking iconic. Think about it. I got out of the shower thinking about it yesterday, and I said and I declared, the Earth is an icon. I love that bitch. You know what I'm saying, bruh? Like, the Earth is the baddest bitch, literally, that could ever be. She probably gets bored with herself. Earth gets bored, my nigga. Yes, iconic bitch. Let me tell you something, bitch. You are an icon and you are a movie star because somebody's always watching you. Don't ever feel alone. I'm on my Michael Jackson shit without the Thriller hoe. Only good fucking vibes. We don't cut off our nose for real in this alternate reality. I am Michael Jackson because I'm just channeling him right now. Michael Jackson was a queen, my nigga. The queenest of all queens. You are truly a savage and a psychopath if you chop up your whole face so you don't even recognize you, my nigga. Think about the mind fuck Michael Jackson went through every morning when he looked at the mirror. When that nigga said, I'm looking in the man in the mirror. He meant that shit. That nigga spent a lot of time in the mirror. Why? Because people who hate themselves always stare into the glass saying something's wrong with what I look like. You hateful son of a motherfucking bitch. Do not ever look in the mirror again and say, I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay? Don't do it. Why? Because no motherfucking shit, you don't know what you're looking at. We were not created to look in a mirror. The animals don't look at themselves in the mirror, and they're fucking icons. There's a certain self-awareness that comes from living from within your own body. You don't come out of your body to look at you. You just stay inside your motherfucking body, bitch. Embody your body because you look a little disembodied from yourself, baby. Dead ass. You gotta be inside your body, bitch. If you're trying to escape your body, you is no body, bitch. You better be in your body always. Anybody who has said out of their mouth these words, and I need you to write this down. Because if you ever hear anybody, there should be a list of phrases that should be red flags for you. And if you ever hear anyone say those words, run, ho. Run, ho. Some people you need to run away as fast as you can. Run. Don't even walk. Run. You are in danger. You are in the presence of a psychopath. They will fuck up your world. Don't treat yourself so lightly. Come on now. Seriously, it's a dangerous world that we live in. I'm telling you the real danger. The real danger is that person that says good morning to you and doesn't mean it at all. You are in danger. You are being psychologically fucked with. If you say the words good morning and you don't mean them, you are a psychopath. You know what pleasures my personality? The person who doesn't greet me in the morning with good morning. You are a sexy motherfucking icon. Thank you. I prefer a hey joy over a good morning. Because all we trying to do here, for real, if we get down to the meat of the matter of our conversation and what it really means, because when you're listening to somebody, you're interpreting what they're saying and you're giving it meaning. What does what I say mean to you, my nigga? You hear my voice. It could be anybody, but it's me. You hear the sound of my voice. You take in the words that I'm saying and you interpret that. You know what I mean? I'm bipolar. So if you're going to come to me to tell me that I'm borderline, bitch, I'm never borderline. I always am on the line. I don't miss my motherfucking mark, BB. It's impossible for me to be unhealthily not crazy. Okay? Borderline, a bitch is claiming it, is no borderline. If you were on the line on the mark this morning, you would be absolutely correct with your diagnosis of me. Because if you've diagnosed me incorrectly, I could be more or less crazy than you fucking thought, my nigga. Do you think I'm backing away from being batshit crazy? You should reanalyze your whole life off of your assessment of me, my nigga. Ain't nobody trying to be normal. There's no borderline. I am real motherfucking crazy. I am authentically, originally crazy. I am crazier than you thought I was, my nigga. Now what are you gonna do? Can you contain this? Can you contain this? If you cannot, my nigga, you have failed at your life. Because I feel you trying to control me, and that's where you fucked up. My dad is terrified of me. He does not know what I'm gonna do next. That is fucking iconic. The fact that we can predict what you're gonna do next tells me how dead you are inside. You know who's sexy this morning? Because it's not you, BB. You jealous son of a slut. BK is sexy this morning. You're not. Good morning to BK. It's a sexy ass day. He would know. He would know that it's a sexy ass day. It's going to be a fucking sexy ass day in the UK, my nigga. And BK knows what sexy is. So he's going to know why it's sexy. BK has a present today, Day, from me. I am sending BK a gift and a kiss. And for real, I agree with you, my nigga. There's a lot of things that BK thinks that he will never say. And he's a genius at surviving. Because he's way nicer than you think. That's what's also crazy. BK is the least bit of asshole that I have ever encountered in the ether. BK is a very nice fucking person. Yeah, he's actually really fucking nice. He's a very, really nice guy. It's disgusting how nice he is. It is disgusting. Why? Because he doesn't even know that he's nice. Can you imagine somebody is so unaware of how nice they are that they literally say and they express that they're an asshole? And I'm like, BK is not an asshole. Not at all. And I'm high, so this is the truth. Right? This is the truth. BK is not an asshole. There is going to be a lot of females. This is why I said this is Hell Week, guys. There's a lot of layers here. Females are going to be very angry this week. I want y'all to understand that when I talk about something happening, y'all are about to see a lot of really violent females. The psychopath's about to come out, okay? These females are about to start showing you their true colors this week. That's why I said it's going to be Hell Week. Now, if you knew she was psychotic, it's not going to shock you. That's my whole point. You have a wife, you have a daughter, you have a sister, you have a mother, you have a girlfriend, you have a mistress, you have a main bitch. Do you have a female in your life? I need you to check on your fucking survival kit, BK. BK, do you have your survival kit ready? I'm genuinely asking. The day that you've been waiting on has finally arrived, BK. The one you've been preparing for, BK. Did you think that I wasn't going to grant you your wish with the genie lamp? You've made my wish come true. BK, this song is for you. I'm going to have to play the slowed version so I don't get a copyright, because Disney is an ass grab. They don't let you have shit. Disney will not let you have it. Disney is a selfish little bitch. All right. If you even sing out loud the lyrics to a Disney song, Disney's going to copyright that ass. So I got to slow it down so that the copyright censors don't get me. You feel me? The feds are always mad. The feds are always watching. The copyright police. Shh.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart.
See what just happened? I played the wrong version. I'm tripping for real. Let's slow it down. I'm playing slow music on purpose because it's the only way to literally make sure you are staying in BK's brain. He moves very fast because he literally is cocaine. That's why him doing cocaine was redundant. That's why he had to stop, dude. Because he realized he is a kilo. Or did he realize? BK, I hope you're not still sniffing. Can I actually get this fucking song up here? Here we go. I found it. The Jiminy Cricket version, right? BK, did you know that Jiminy Cricket is actually real? BK, I'm telling you, man. This is Mary Jane speaking, bro. You know it's real, dude. If she's talking to you. I am under the influence because I could never get on top, for real, of Mary Jane. See, let me tell y'all something about people who smoke weed. There's two types of people who smoke weed. Ones who offer no resistance and others who fight it. Have you ever met somebody who's fighting their high? You know what I mean? You smoke the drug because you're trying to beat it while you're on it. That's the problem. You don't let yourself go. A great example of somebody who does drugs the wrong way is Taylor Bud. Not an icon. Now we're in the ring, baby. Who's more iconic? Taylor Bud or BK? Everybody go to Taylor Bud's channel and look at that nigga. Listen to that nigga. Watch that nigga. He likes it when you watch. Taylor Bud loves when you watch. That's what he likes. BK doesn't like you to look at him. He doesn't want you to watch. He wants you to hear. Feel it, but don't watch. So who's more iconic? Taylor Bud or BK? We're doing a year in review real quick. Now let's go to the one who will not be named. BK, who am I talking about? I'm talking to BK like he's listening. BK, who's the one that will not be named? Who's the whisper why you work? BK likes to play. See, BK knows the ETA, the TEA, and the EAT. You know what I mean? BK knows exactly who the TEA, the ATE, the EAT, and the TAE, and the ETA, and the TAE, and the T. BK knows. Say my name when no one is around you. Beyonce. And then there's Beyonce. Right? There's Beyonce. And then there's Beyonce. I have an hour more to do. And then I have to go. That's why we have to make sure we're time managing and we don't waste a moment. Because once I have to start doing things, you know, I have to start doing things. Somebody can have an it is what it is attitude on a Saturday and be very nazified about something they didn't care about on a Monday. You know, like I didn't really care on Saturday about this one exact thing, right? The terrorism happens when suddenly I start bitching about something I wasn't even tripping on 2 days ago. So, BK, Jiminy Cricket is real. We will not mention by name the one who will not be named. But who's more iconic? BK or the one who will not be named? Well, this gets into whose channel do I watch? BK's or the one who will not be named? BK's smart enough to know why I would never watch his channel. BK would know why I don't watch his channel. He doesn't want me to. Deep down, he doesn't want me to watch. But the one who will not be named wants me to watch, right? And guess what? It's a shh. What happened, BK? What did you do to make my wish come true? BK, you are literally granting me my wishes, right? Everything that you've done, BK, is my dream come true. Thank you for being a part of this. When you wish, let's play the song. BK, you're a genius. Good cop, bad cop. Makes no difference who you are. When you wish upon a star, BK, your dreams will come true. It's real. It's not fake, BK. The stars really do like you. The stars love you, BK. They are aligned today. BK, come on. You've granted me my wish, and I'm granting you yours. I did not know that BK would be the realest genie in my life. I too wished for you, BK. We just want each other in each other's lives for as long as possible. That's all we're trying to do. Then we'll die elegantly, die with dignity, with grace and majesty, because we are everlasting. We are eternal. We are only gods, BK. You are a god, BK, and clearly I am also a god. There's no name for God, it's just God. Right? Now you name yourself because you are God. Who else could name you but you, BK? I too named myself Yana. Right? Exactly. That's why you're adorable. Because you are literally not a reflection of me. We don't reflect each other because we are not planets. Okay. We are superstars. That's what we're saying. I am a superstar. It don't mean that I don't think that I'm better than you. I'm just brighter than you. But you're important too. The lesser shining stars. Lesser is still good enough for me. Because if there was no one lesser than me, I would get bored. How would I know that I'm the greatest if somebody's not lesser than me? I would only just be great because you chose to be mediocre. And therefore, some of us shine hotter and brighter than others. And BK truly is a shining star. He literally has been a shining star his whole fucking life. Literally an icon. I know this because I know his life story. And I say, that is iconic. Are we understanding that BK has lived an iconic life? From the moment he came into this world, he was an icon. He didn't even cry. Why would he cry? This is nothing. It's just living. It's just living. And there were those who tried to instill in a God that he was anything but God because they were jealous of him. BK's father has always been jealous of BK. Oh no, she's going off the rails. That's exactly what BK likes. Nobody wants to be boring. BK does not want to be bored. Please don't bore him. It's an insult to his intelligence. BK does not like to be bored. Please do not insult his intelligence. Who am I talking to? BK becomes interested in whoever I talk about. That's good. It's not a bad thing. Oh my goodness. When you say somebody's name, BK is going to go look into them. Good. That's interesting, right? Do your research. BK does his research on me. He has to see for sure. That's smart. BK has done his research on me. How much money did he pay? Who knows how many pounds? If I were you, I would look into me too. I would. Because honestly, how do you know for sure that I'm telling the truth? BK knows I did not kill Yoki. Because BK does know me. Okay. I'm going to mow the grass at some point today.
Just getting it out of the
I have exactly an hour. Huh? Before I mow the grass. That will be my gym today. I'm not going to the gym today. I'm going to the gym today because I'm not going to go to the gym today. I'm going to do a different type of gym today. After 11, I'm going to be moving a lot. I have to. I go through incredible bursts of energy and then incredible periods of rest because I am bipolar. BK understands what I mean by that. BK walks incredibly fast. BK has the ability to make himself as still as a cobra and as fast as a leopard. That is skill. Okay? Yeah, you just got to stay away.
Yeah.
Because you're literally clumsy. See, I'm not insulting Okama when I say that. You have to know the nature of the beast that you're dealing with. When you live with an elephant, you say to the elephant, I love you. Okama is a fucking elephant. That is literally a badass thing to say to somebody, by the way. Why would you be insulted by being called I didn't call you an elephant. I called her an elephant. Literally, she's an elephant. She's a giant head. Her teeth are like little tusks. And she's very large and clumsy. But she's also as deft on her feet as a ballerina. She's so large. This bitch can be heavy on her feet, but also so silent. And she's a big bitch. That is skill. Because she is a dancer. And that's what an elephant is, a dancer. Truly iconic. Yes, elephants love to dance. Elephants are gorgeous fucking people. Beautiful motherfucking people. I'm going to my phone. This week. Because you do know that the power grid went out in Canada. It's going to happen here next. Their whole technological grid went out. Cell phone, internet, everything. It's a big deal. They literally, it all went out. It's going to happen in America. I don't know. I haven't been watching the news since it started going out. That's what I'm saying. Your phone doesn't matter right now. That's why we went ahead and smashed them. I threw my phone so hard like I never needed another one. Then I remembered I did. But in that moment, I felt like I would never use a phone again. That's why I smashed it. That's why it's literally hanging on by a thread. I can't believe this motherfucker's still working. The whole screen fell out. I don't even think the screen's attached at all. The hardware fell out of the damn phone, but it's still fucking working. Because you know what the phone is? You can pull the whole fucking thing out of the phone and walk around with that. Just the computer part of it showing. It just looks ugly. You just see the brains hanging out. BK likes to see the brains hanging out, my nigga. BK likes to see the brain, the meat matter of your skull hanging out. That's how vicious of a nigga he is. When BK says he would like to skull fuck you, he really does mean that shit. I don't think people understand what I mean when I say that. BK is not kidding when he said, I would skull fuck you. Can you imagine how savage of a person that is? Somebody who says they will fuck your skull. And do you think they're kidding? Would you like to put that to the test? Why would he skull fuck you? Think about the symbology. Think about what he's telling you. He's not saying, I will fuck your brains. He's not saying, let the meat matter be in your skull and let me stick my dick in that. He's saying he will fuck your skull. It's impossible to do. I'm not making a mountain out of a molehill. I want you to understand today that people are real crazy out here, and you should never fuck with them. I've had an interesting question, and I have I'm really bad at counting backwards. I have until 11 a.m. Today's about to take on a more angry tone, and it's going to happen in the next few hours because there are people who are mad this week, and they will try to make your life a living hell. They will try, but will they succeed? Will you be able to smile by the end of the day? Because I can be cool to you, I can be nice to you, but that does not mean somebody else is going to be. You're going to have to deal with a lot of hateful people this week that are not me, and you're going to miss me, and you're going to hate that you miss me, and you don't want to miss me because I'm a very nice fucking person and you feel good around me. I don't make anybody feel bad. I'm very nice. I never make anyone feel bad. They don't feel bad because I made them feel bad. They feel bad because they know I'm nice. And how they're mean to me is by trying to convince me that I am mean. You know. So now we're just going to get to the serious part of the stream. Let's just go ahead and skip to the fucking chase. And if I'm streaming from my phone, you know it's real because I don't care how big I am on the screen. This is not about what you see. This is about what you hear. That's my channel. I have to look at you to make sure you're listening to me. That's why me being on YouTube is a goddamn joke. Okama knows this about me. When I'm talking to her, I have to see her face. I'm a cut on the light type of person because I have to see Okama's face when I'm talking to her. I have to see your face when I'm talking to you. So who am I really talking to when I get on YouTube? BK knows that I'm talking. BK knows the secret to success. BK understands the art of talking to yourself. BK understands the art and the science of talking to yourself. There is a science to it. It's pretty deep, dude. You're not good at talking to you. Look at me. I'm an expert. You can't even talk to yourself. Very clearly, I'm talking to me. And you say that's borderline personality disorder because you're not smart enough to talk to yourself. This guy. Okay? And that guy is not the guy we care about. Let me make sure that I value your opinion before I react. Otherwise, I am doing just that, acting. I'm pretty good at making people think I give a fuck about their opinion. I can lead them on to think that their words matter very, very much to me. They'll say to me, Yana, you did that. And I say, oh my God, I'm so, so sorry. I did not mean to do that to you. I promise you, I don't mean a damn thing. I say, I bumped into you. I said, oh my goodness, I am so, so sorry. Am I sorry? Nah. Nah, my nigga, I just wanted you to believe that. I can make you think I give a lot of fucks about you. And I want you to feel entranced by the amount of weight I make you have in my life. Oh my goodness. Really? I can make you feel like you are the most fascinating person in the world. Did you really see that? And what else did you see? I know how to pull information out of people because I can make them feel like the most delightful, interesting, fascinating creature that I've ever encountered. Do I really find them fascinating? Even I ask myself that question because many people I walk away from and honestly don't remember their face or likeness or name. But some people stick with me. Pay attention to those people you remember. Because the ones you've forgotten, you don't need to remember, right? You can't remember everyone. Your brain doesn't have enough space for that, right? Only a few people you will remember, right? Some of us have more storage in our brains than others. How many people do you remember? How many people stand out to you? How many people are fascinating to you for real? Where you're genuinely interested. That is what is sexy to me. I don't have that much time left. Do I find myself to be incredibly interesting? Do you think that I'm fascinated with myself? And that's why I sit on camera like a superstar, talking as if I'm the most interesting person on planet Earth, right? If you talk a lot, theory has it that you must be fascinated with yourself because somebody lied out here. Somebody lied and said to share your life with someone else is narcissistic. And they convinced you that withholding information is being not selfish. Now, that is a real psychopath. Obviously, you telling me about yourself is something I would like to listen to because I want to hear about you, not me again. You know, so I love when you talk to me, right? When you tell me about yourself and I say, interesting. I, how would I know that unless you told me? I'm not a mind reader, you know? Now, the problem sometimes seems to be as well, if all I do is talk to you about me, then what about you? You know, if I just want to tell you all this stuff about myself, well, then do I even care to find out about you? But I got to tell you about me first. Who goes first, right? Do I tell you about me? I mean, do I tell me about you or do you tell you about me? And who goes first? Obviously, we can't talk at the same time. I got so much shit to tell you about me, right? Okama knows my whole damn life story. And then some days, I like when she pulls out surprises. Okama likes this little game. She's been doing it to me for years. She's been letting me know, you don't know everything about me. And she pulls out these little things about herself. She's like, when back in 2013, when I was a escort to the president of the campus of da da da. What? You did that? That's crazy that you did that. Okama was a very busy little bitch for a long time. God damn, that bitch was busy. She was booked and busy, like around the clock. Like, what the fuck? Okama lived a very booked and busy little life. I'm trying to say, like, that's why Namino and her, you would think she hates everybody. She was such a social fucking butterfly. It's sickening. I'm like, how did you do that? Because then she got around me and then she didn't want to talk to nobody anymore. And everyone was very confused and terrified. because the Okama doesn't understand that they saw her as a very large, happy person that had no problems. They're like, she's really fucking happy all the fucking time. She's fun to be around. Okama, oh, Danny. But when Okama got around Yana, then Okama realized that she's sullen and not happy anymore. There's a whole myth out there that I ruined her life. You know, well, clearly Danielle used to be happy until she started hanging around that white girl. If she's not white, she's Native American. That's why she's sad for me. I keep her in a prison. I always have to have her feeling bad because I'm Native American. That's my job here. I'm here to remind you that I was massacred in 1493. And I say that all day, every day. That is my job as a Native American, to remind you at all points in time of the past. So Okama has had to find very creative ways to get in her little feelings of natural African happiness, because she is an African and she's always smiling. Smile through the pain, smile through the pain. She's just literally a smile, Okama. I have seen this bitch sit like this, and it's honestly the most hilarious thing of all time. She'll do this whole thing where it's just like, it is the deadest, most scariest, like no expressional face. So I always be like, I troll her all the time because I'm like, you are the smiling African. What's wrong? I treat her, Okama. I treat Okama like she's always supposed to be smiling because I'm obsessed with that bitch being happy. It is assumed by a couple people because no one else gives a fuck. Let me tell y'all something about most people. Most people don't give a fuck about me and Okama's relationship. They're not as obsessed as one would believe with our friendship. They're not thinking anything about it. They're not like, what is going on with them? They don't fucking care. When people see us together in public, nobody gives a fuck. They're just like, oh yeah, those are lesbians. They don't have to think about it at all. They don't have to discover anything. There is no, lesbians have no plot line. There is no story. Who is out here reading lesbian novels? Who's out here reading about lesbians? You give me one iconic lesbian couple that we find fascinating and we find their story to be interesting. Name me one. I'll tell you one. You want to know the most powerful lesbian couple of all time? Beyonce and Rihanna. Truly iconic. We want to know how that relationship is going. How is that relationship? But most lesbians we don't care about, like your mom. We don't really think about that, honestly. We don't find your mom's plot line to be intriguing. Are you really that fascinated with my mother? Let's think about it. And do you think I care about your mom? Like, do you think I give a fuck about when you tell me about your mother? And my mommy, and when my mom, I honestly can say this. I find nothing about your mother intriguing. I just want to talk to her child. And that means I'm always talking to everybody. Don't you see? I'm always talking to her child. That's why, and we're wrapping this stream up, the ball stops with me. There is no more bouncing ball if I don't reproduce. Right? I mean, if I don't have a child, I don't pass along my mother. And how far back does my mother go? Because you can't just stop at your mother. and say, that's my mother, right? Because is her mother not your mother? And it's then you just see like the DNA blockchain, bro. You got to go to her mother and then to her mother. And then you just see all these fucking bitches. And then you say, a lot of females made me. And that's our worst nightmare. Thousands upon thousands of females make one female. How many people it takes to make one person? It's a lot of bitches, bro. I've been going on for a long time. I go way back. Yes, I am ancient. So are you. You literally go back to the beginning of time. Can we not realize how old we are, Okama? We are not supposed to be this immature. We have been alive for thousands of years as a species, since we were birthed from the primordial ooze. We're supposed to be smarter than we are right now. Seriously. If you haven't learned after 10,000 years of doing the same thing, the lesson, you got to go. Mom, the mom, and the only mom. She's not fucking around when she says she'll kill us all. She doesn't care as much as you think that she does. Mother Earth. Really, you're right. Look, is she, sis, can you turn the fan? Because I'm just concerned that, like, that dog wants to play with somebody. That dog wants to hang out with somebody. That dog hates being alone. He doesn't like being back there in that little gate. That's why I'm going to entertain him and mow the grass so I can hang out with that dog. I'm hanging out with him now because he's literally right there. He's just a crying, and I can't stand it. He's never going to learn the lesson of being alone and being okay with it. They're trying to teach that dog a lesson, saying you're going to learn how to be a dog that just sits in this property and shuts the fuck up because you are a business dog. There's no such thing as a business dog. It's just a dog. And you're hurting that dog's feelings by not letting him be a dog. He doesn't want to be alone. He wants a pack. Somebody, my nigga. Dogs are smart enough to adapt and make anybody their pack because you took them from their actual pack. Never take the wool from the wolf pack. It will hurt him. That's what I understand about Chance, the goddamn ranger. I will never take you from your wolf pack. If I'm fucking with you, obviously I'm fucking with your whole crew. Same thing with me. If you're fucking with me, you're fucking with my whole crew. We have a wolf pack too. And that's iconic. It is sexy to walk in a pack. Nobody really likes the lone wolf. Neither does the lone wolf. He's not doing it because he likes it. It's just he will continue to survive. Okay? The wolf will find its pack. And when the wolf does, the wolf is at its most powerful. BK, BK. You know what I mean? The pack is better than the solo act. And no matter where I'm at, I'm always in my wolf pack. Yes. So I'm never alone and I don't walk like I'm alone because I'm not alone. Never. So when you see me alone, and I'm wrapping this stream up, when you see me alone, I'm not alone. Somebody is always with me. That's a fact. It's not a Michael Jackson thing. It's a fact thing. I don't have an imaginary friend. I have real friends. Because, yes, of course, I am psychotic. I do believe that all animals are my friends. I do. I believe that dog in that yard is my friend. And so, because I believe all the animals are my friends, I treat them like they're my friends. I don't treat them like strangers. So, animals don't treat me fucking badly. I've never been attacked by an animal. I have been attacked by mosquitoes, but they were teaching me a fucking lesson. So you have to be smart enough to see shit like that. You know, I do not believe for a second, and I'm wrapping this up. Everything I'm saying matters for today, and then we're moving the fuck on with what we need to fucking do. I'm not one of those people that believes that nature is my enemy. There's not a single part of nature that I see as my enemy. Nothing that nature does is my enemy. I believe this. I live this every fucking day. So this gets into trust, because if I actually do not see, I actually do not believe, right? I do not believe that nature is my enemy. Does my reality shift? Does something happen? Does something expand? Does something change when I stop believing a lie? Yes, something changes. A relationship forms where there was none. I am in a relationship with nature. Yes, I fucking am. I'm looking out the window just for something to do. I am looking out the window, not because I think somebody's coming. Somebody's always coming. Somebody's always going. I just felt like looking outside. Okay, that's it. Because I am in a box. I like to be outdoors. I don't like being inside. I don't like the feeling of being inside a house. I don't enjoy it. These are the facts. I feel like a prisoner. I'm aware of the walls. I'm aware of the cage. I don't like the cage. I'm not good at being in a cage. It's not good for me. It makes me crazy. It makes me very, very, very not cool, not real crazy, because real crazy is just me. And then fake crazy is me just being in this house, because just be smart and get out of the house. You know what I mean? Like, just walk outside, like, be smart, and then you'll be less crazy. Just go outside. You know what I mean? Like, literally just walk out of the box. Okay. And then you'll feel more oriented, because being in a house 24/7 and just staying in the house is a very disorienting experience. It is not healthy. It is not good to stay indoors 24/7. It's not good for you. You must leave the house sometimes, right? Or you will lose your mind. You have to go outside. You have to. We have to go outside. I mean, I just want y'all to understand that I want you to understand that, yes, being indoors all day makes you crazy. Animals will go insane. Animals will lose their fucking minds being locked inside a house all day. And the moment the animal seems to be comfortable in a house all the time, you should be terrified. You should be terrified at the concept of a house dog and a house cat. You should be. You should be terrified of that person, because they're not in their right state of mind. Why would this cat be inside? Well, he came inside on his own. That's not scary. What's scary is somebody who keeps cats locked indoors all the time and never lets them go outside. That's a truly terrifying person for me. This cat comes and goes as he pleases, as a real cat should. That actually makes sense. What doesn't make sense are cats that are locked indoors and never allowed to go outside. Cats love being outside. Cats adore the outdoors. Cats were not created to be locked inside. That is the saddest thing I've ever seen. Walking by a house and all the cats. That's a sad movie. And the cat just stares out the window all day. And everyone's like, oh my God, look at that cat. Do you know that cat's life? That cat is going to get creative. You don't want to deal with a creative cat. And if you have a creative cat, you need to make sure that cat is not going to kill you. Okay? When that cat decides to start entertaining that cat self with all sorts of hobbies, activities, stealth missions in your house, you got a psychopath on your hands, man. Psychotic cats are very scary people. That's why I used to be scared of cats. Because I've been done known them motherfuckers are crazy. Cats have always terrified me, but they love me, and that's what scares me even more. Because I've been saying fuck cats most of my life. I had hundreds of cats as a child, wild feral cats that wandered around, who knows where they came from, and I loved them all. And my father said, this has got to stop. There are so many hundreds and hundreds of cats running around, so they had to start killing them all. Do you understand how brutal my childhood was when I became aware that my father was a cat killer? Killing my friends, my nigga, it really did something to me. And he told me lies about the cats and why they had to die. Well, I saw that cat eat her own kittens. I had to smash her head with a hammer. And I hated that cat for that. When he told me that, when he told me my cat ate her kittens, I wanted to kill her too. Because I'm like, that's horrible that she would kill her babies. And my dad taught me that that cat did that, and I didn't think a cat could. And then he killed the cat with a hammer. That's what he told me. And that fucked my head up, man. Okay? Lots of things fucked my head up as a kid because I really always loved animals. Don't you understand? When I hear a dog in a backyard barking and barking and barking, it hurts something inside my soul, and it makes me want to do fucked up things to the people who are keeping the dog in the backyard, letting them bark profusely. It makes me want to kill them. You know what I mean? I don't like hearing a dog cry. That hurts my feelings. It really does something to me. Okay? I'm not going to go kill anybody, but I'm just letting you know that me hearing a dog cry really makes me upset that someone would put that dog in a position to have to cry like a baby. I don't like that. Pick up your child, or I'm going to have to help the baby stop crying. The baby needs what the baby needs. That's why the baby's fucking crying. The baby's not trying to fuck up your life. The baby needs what the baby needs. If you don't want to give the baby what the baby fucking needs for the baby to stop crying for real without you trying to make the baby feel bad, you don't need to have a kid. Yeah. Some of y'all should have had a fucking abortion. I agree. Y'all knew too. Right? I'm agreeing you should have not had that baby. I'm talking about you people who have had children. I agree that you should have had an abortion. I do. You feel the same way. Because you've been done aborted your mission as a parent. So yeah, you've aborted your fucking child. You just waited for them to be born for you to do that. You know what I mean? And you aborted mission, your fucking job. You only had one job, and that was to love your child, my nigga. You couldn't even do that. Right? Couldn't even do that. But then you want to get all the bragging rights of being called mommy and daddy. Well, you didn't give a damn about me. So you aborted me. That's why I feel like you killed me when I was a kid, but I was alive. It's a freaky fucking feeling when you know you shouldn't have been born. That's my life. So that's why I'm really crazy. I know I should not have been born. You want me to explain that really quick? Yeah, I got time. I'm just making a Nescafe. I'm still drinking coffee because I'm psychotic. That's why. I know I'm not supposed to drink coffee. It makes me very energized. You know, it gives me so much energy, I scare myself. That's why I stopped drinking it for so long, like AKA a week. That's a long time for me to go without coffee. Now, some of you will judge me and say, she only was able to go 1 week without coffee. My God, I love coffee so fucking much. I never want to go a day without it. It's like dick. I'm addicted. You feel me? Why would I be okay with going 1 day without dick? Like, I'm literally addicted to dick. Duh, like, no shit. If I'm not, am I living? Yes, I'm addicted to dick. I'm alive. I'm a human. I'm a female. I'm a woman. A bitch has motherfucking needs, God damn it. And yes, I need dick, God damn it. It's a need, not a girl, it's not a want, it's a need. Like, what the fuck? Who cares about wants? Like, bitches out here talking about desire. Bitch, there is no desire. It's a need. It's like water. I have to have it. Like, that's dick for me. You're acting like dick is optional. An optional? There is no option. I need cock. Like, it's just, who can argue with that? Why is everyone out here gaslighting me? What? She said she needs dick. How horrible. What is my reaction to you? What? You don't need dick? Yes, the fuck I do need dick. Like, why is that shocking to you? What the fuck? This bitch is out here saying she needs dick. By God, George, Sally, I cannot fucking fathom that. Well, maybe because you've never had any. Try some. You might actually realize you needed some water. You know? Who out here is trying to be dehydrated? Me. Literally me. Because dick is not good in the desert. What is she saying? This bitch is nuts. Yes, I told you that. Don't you get it? We're not thinking about it. We are literally stream of consciousnessing, and I have 20 minutes, and I gotta pee. Make it count. Oh my God. Kitty, you did the thing, and that's fine. I'm ending this stream on a super crazy stuff level. But when you see this cat, um, do you think this cat gives a damn about what the fuck I do? You think this cat gives a fuck about what I do every day? I'm ending this stream. Do you see this cat? You see this cat right here? Do you think, look at this face. See him? Do you see his fucking face? Look at him now. Behold the face of a god. Behold the face of a god. An icon. Do you think he gives a fuck about what I do? Yes, absolutely he does. He has to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. He's always watching me, and I'm watching you. Exactly. This is how I talk to my cat, because what we're not going to do is insult his intelligence and talk to him with the baby voice. Literally, he's smarter than me. Literally, he's an icon. Literally, it's not a joke, it's a fact. He is elegance, dignity, truth, and purity embodied. He literally can do nothing wrong at all. There is nothing that he does that is wrong. Only I am wrong. So I am a demigod to a superstar. Do you understand? We treat him like God in this house because he is God. And yes, he is concerned with me doing what I'm supposed to do. He is. He's not gonna, but he's not gonna sit there and if I'm not doing what I'm supposed, he'll leave. He'll, you know, nothing to see here, and he'll just leave for a while, you know. Plus, there's a lot of other things that he has to do every day that I have nothing to do with me. He has projects and missions that he goes on. He has his own world that he has that I'm only a part of. Okay, it is literally his world. It is his fucking world. And I am only just living in it. Okay. That's it. It's just his world. He does everything that he wants to do, mostly. There's a lot of things he wants to do, but he doesn't do them because he gets the game, right? See, animals are smart. No shit. They're incredibly intelligent. They know exactly what they're doing. Some people lie and say, oh, we're turning up right now? Oh, shit. Hey, it's about to get hype. I feel it. Like, what's going to happen today? I'm partying like something is happening. We're going to try, bruh. I got 15 minutes and I got to go do shit. Think I don't know how to follow a schedule? Some of y'all think I don't know how to follow a schedule. That's the other thing that makes me fucking psychotic. I can be incredibly regimented and incredibly seemingly having no ability to keep track of time. But I'm always in time, and I know that. That's the point. It's about being in perfect time, right? What is the art of perfect timing? You cannot plan it. You just got to be in there. Nobody can teach you the art of perfect fucking timing. And if you are in tune, if you are aligned, if you are all of these things that are discussed, then you will always be perfectly in sync. Right? You're never running late for anything. And everything makes sense. Right? If you are aligned. It is literally the perfect time for a hurricane. I get it, bruh. That's iconic. We held back this year. Mother Nature. She loves to fuck with us. She does. She likes to make you think that you figured her out. She likes to make you think that you know what she's gonna do. Like, oh yeah, here comes Miss Predictability, the earth. She's not as predictable as you think, my nigga. Now, she'll keep a few things the same, you know, like the sun and the moon. Like, okay, we'll keep doing that. But Mother Nature, I promise you, has some shit you ain't never seen, my nigga. I promise you, you ain't never seen it. And it'll only happen one time. Mother Nature You know what I mean? And I'm going to follow this up with a stream later because I'm going to be spending a lot of time doing yard work today. Mother Nature um, is somebody who likes to keep you on your fucking toes. Like she'll do something one time and then you'll always be like, that's an anomaly? Like, when is that going to happen again? And you never know if she's going to do it again. There's a few things that Mother Nature's done that she's only done a couple times. You know what I mean? Like a fucking tsunami. That's iconic. You know how rare those are? If we're going to talk about what Mother Nature does, you know, tsunamis are way more rare than hurricanes, girl. Tsunamis are the rarest niggas out here, I would say. I'm always waiting. Tsunami? Ah, damn it. It's just an earthquake. You know how many times I've paid attention to the Richter scale? You know, those up, we got a 5.6 in Cali. Are you aware that there are people who are crazier than me who will sit there and watch a YouTube live stream that does earthquake tracker 24/7? And I'm like, there are people who literally sit there watching this. There are people who will sit there and watch train streams. Can you imagine? It's just looking at a train station and then the train pulls in and so people will watch those live streams. People will watch, you know, city cam live streams. What kind of sick fuck is watching city cam footage? There's a lot of live streamers, bruh, but there's only a few real live streamers because there's only a few real psychopaths. Rare breed indeed. Iconic. I'm a real psychopath. I'm not a fake psychopath. I'm about to get off of here. I'm looking for the lighter and failing to find it. My knee is fucking with me, and I cannot honestly believe that. I mean, how shocking. There we go. But that's why I got to do a lot of work today. It's going to be a very, 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 very steamy little fucking week, bruh. Some iconic things are going to happen this week that will only happen once. I do believe, and I'm just waiting on that day because I believe it. Like, you believe in Jesus coming back, I believe in a wall of water hitting America. I literally believe that's going to happen. And let me tell you why I'm psychotic. The reason why I believe in a wall of water, I mean a wall, like as tall as the eye can see, wall of water. The reason why I believe that's going to happen is because Okama had multiple dreams about it happening, and so did I. Some people call it a tsunami. We all know it's coming, but some of us are just pretending that we don't know it's coming. Oh, I know it's coming and I'm excited about it. You know, I'm every day I'm like, is today the day that the wall of water is going to hit? Like, when is it going to happen? Because I know it's coming. It's just like Jesus coming back. It's only going to happen once in a twinkle of an eye. It's going to be so fucking fast. And it'll only happen once. Can you imagine how iconic Jesus's fucking goddamn opener is going to look like? You know what I mean? I've been saying I'm coming back for 2,000 plus years, you know what I mean? And you didn't believe me. Because, I mean, seriously, how long is it going to take for real? Like, it's been 2,000 years. I told you when the world starts looking like shit, that's why I'm coming back. And the world's been looking like shit ever since I died. So, you know what I mean? Like, when can you really gauge when I'm coming back when the world's been looking like shit and I did not come back like I said I was gonna yet, right? So kind of like that whole thing, I believe in this tsunami. I believe it's coming. I literally be like, is this the day that the tsunami is gonna hit? Because according to Okama's dream, at least one of them, the one that I will not forget, the wall of water happened on a day where everybody was outside grilling. And she saw them all grilling outside, and then this wall of water comes crashing down. And it's like a family day, and it's sunny, and I'm like, well, I guess it's not going to be happening today because it's cloudy here, but that doesn't matter. See, in the dream state, the sun shining is obviously always happening. So it can be nighttime when the tsunami hits. but the sun is always shining. You have to be able to interpret the actual deepest meaning of the dream. If you've had a dream where you can see the sun shining, that doesn't mean anything. Of course, the sun is just saying, I'm always shining, you dumb fucking bitch. The sun shining has no deep meaning. That's just the base molecule of the situation. That's just giving you the molecular structure. The sun, yes, of course, is shining. Without the sun, we're all dead. Dingle butt. So the sun does not have any real significance. So worshiping the sun is kind of like staring at your own eyeball and saying, I see, I see. Sun worship is for losers. Sun worship is for the losers. Sun worship is for psychopaths. I'm not a sun worshiper. I do absolutely adore the sunshine, but I don't worship the sun, nor would I ever stare at the sun. Only psychopaths stare at the sun. There is literally no need to ever do that. There's no need to stare directly into the light. There's no need to just stare at the light bulb. If you're just staring at the light bulb, you are truly psychotic. I'm crazy. You are psychotic. I'm bipolar. You are literally a necrophile. I am warm-blooded crazy. You are cold clammy. Because I'm real crazy. I dedicate my life to this shit. I actually put effort into this crazy that I am. You're not even trying. You're just like, man, that dead thing you got going on. I'm warm-blooded crazy. You are corpse crazy. BK understands what I mean. Do you think you genuinely believe that BK is cold-blooded? We're ending on BK's nutsack. I think that's iconic. Are we sick of that word? Do you really think that BK is cold-blooded? That nigga is pure mammal. But somebody tried to make him a corpse. That's what's sick. I had a dream about him being a corpse, but I knew that was not his real form. You know what I mean? I don't know why we're on BK's nutsack, but I'm crazy enough to just ride with it because that's what I'm feeling I'm supposed to do. Be on his nutsack. Everything I do is because I feel to do it. There's no real explanation. It's just me. That does not have a definition. Me? Exactly. Now we're getting somewhere. Rounding third base. I have to be off of here at literally 11 a.m. I have to get some shit done. If I'm literally living on BK's schedule, I'll just be on here all morning for him to be able to, listen, because that's me being on his schedule. You know what I mean? If I do a night stream, it's hard for him to watch while it's live. But I have to get shit done, dude. I have to do labor today. Got to do a lot of labor. I got to do a lot. I have to. I need to stop playing. Why? It's going to be a very soggy week. We're going to get a lot of storms this week. It's going to be hell in every way on this earth this week. It's hell week. I'm aware of this. That's why I'm in a good mood. I hate those heavenly weeks, like, oh, everything's great. Oh my God, that's horrible. Let's make chaos happen. Who wants an orderly world? That's not iconic. What's iconic is when fucked up shit's happen. Hell is iconic, right? I probably will talk past 11 a.m., but I do have to get off my ass literally in the next 30 minutes. I do. It's a timing thing. Does everyone hear the sounds of Monday? It's called get off your ass and get it done. And if you get a lot of it done on Monday, you can kind of coast until Friday. If you cram your work in. Let's cram Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday into Monday. And let's take 3 days off. If we all say, BK, if we all decide today, you know what? I'm done with this job. If we all do it at the same time, we can all still have fun, but we all have to do it at the same time. It can't be, well, I quit. It has to be, well, we quit. That's why there's not a revolution happening. Only in Sri Lanka. That's where they're having a revolution. Them motherfuckers stormed the palace and jumped into the pool. And I said, that is fucking iconic. Now, what I want to see and what I must see and what I have to see, BK, I'm going to need you to put your fucking kilt on, okay? Quit playing with me. Follow me, swallow me, drip down inside. BK, I need you to get out the kilt or the quilt and just start wrapping them legs. Pull out the old shoes. We need to have an Irish rebellion. All right. It's been a long time. I'm dead ass serious, but we have to do this together. Okay. We have to all be. William Wallace was an icon. Even I know that. Iconic. Are you fucking kidding me? Yes, I will go home with you, Braveheart. Everyone wanted to fuck him. Everyone literally. Who did not want to fuck Braveheart? Even Caesar wants to bend him over the bed. Jesus Christ, we love a good rebel. It gets our Roman nutsacks tingling. Romans love a good rebellion. Okay? Yes, Caesar enjoyed watching the fight. That nigga loved it. Julius Caesar, Nero, those motherfuckers watched people kill each other for their entertainment. That is the foundation of America. Come on, guys. Rome founded Western Europe and America. The Irish Rebellion is something Romans adore. It's iconic. A rebellion. That's what government is for, to enforce something. If you're just complicit, there's no use for them. You got to disobey to get them going. Don't you want to see your king and queen? Oh, don't you want to see Queen Elizabeth wet her fucking geriatric panties? You know what's going to wet Queen Elizabeth's pussy? A rebellion. She's itching for one. Prince Charles wants to swing his sword so bad, but mommy won't let him. Come on, man. We need a battle. It's been so long since there was an actual battle. BK. Come on, man. Okay, now it's 11. Let's wrap it up. 30 minutes, no more than that. BK, get your fucking kilts or the quilts and wrap it around your naked body and go out there and get it popping. You can be the one. You can be William Wallace's son. Come on, man. I'm rooting for you. Dude, do not act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Anybody who's actually Irish knows we need a rebellion. Isn't that the point of being Irish? Always be a rebel. That is literally what you do. There's nothing. If you're a complicit person and you call yourself Irish, you're not really Irish. To be really Irish is to be a rebel. That's what Irish is. Anything else is not Irish. BK. And Courtney, shout out to Courtney. No motherfucking shit. You think I've forgotten about her? Did she think I forgot about her? Because I haven't named her in a long time. Shout out to motherfucking Courtney. Wherever the fuck whatever she's doing today. That bitch needs to rebel, like actually rebel. I want to see Courtney be a rebel for once in her life because obviously she's never been a rebel. That's all she is. That's all she does. Okay. But the rebels can never get along. Courtney is a rebel. BK is a rebel. I am a rebel. Prison Mike is a rebel. Did you think I forgot about him? Of course I haven't forgotten about Prison. I lay up, I lay up at night sometimes. I lay awake at night sometimes thinking about Prison Mike, wondering about if he's actually lost that 700 pounds. But we know he's too stubborn to lose weight, right? That is the resistance that Prison Mike gives himself. He is a weightlifter. He has to lift himself out of bed in the morning. That's a lot of weight, bruh. That's a strong ass dude. Prison Mike literally is a bear. He doesn't want to lose his bear status. He doesn't care if he's fat. Genuinely, he doesn't care. That's what he uses against you. And BK does not like to be heavy. It behooves him to be heavy. He is a featherweight. Okay? So then when you put BK with Prison Mike, think about that. It's like looking at a bear and a bumblebee hanging out together. You understand? BK is the bumblebee, right? No, we're going to say, who the fuck is Courtney then? BK is the bumblebee, and Prison Mike is the goddamn bear. Now, where's Courtney? Courtney is literally a rabbit. Yes, we're in Winnie the Pooh territory. Think about the imagery of Winnie the Pooh. You got the bear stuck in the tree trying to get the honey, and then the bees are stinging them on his ass. And then where the fuck is Courtney? She's the damn bunny. She's that bunny bitch. Okay? That bitch has got the energy of a rabbit. She just looks like she can't move fast. Seriously. It's true. I know this about Courtney. I know she has a lot of fucking energy. She doesn't know what to do with it all. So then she collapses under the weight of her energy. That's rabbit. Now I'm talking back to BK, and of course this includes Courtney, and of course this includes PM, the Prime Minister. Legends are gathered here today. Who is in Winnie the Pooh? Who is the one who will not be named? Think about it. Who would he be then? You know the one who will not be named, the ETA, the TAE, the TEA. What happened to that person? Think about it. Look at the pattern. We need to start a forum. We need to open a panel and ask the question, what happened to Brian? Up, she said the one who will not be named. Did he think I forgot about him? Brian. The real question is this, BK. Who is trying to remember Brian? Do you really think Brian is content with going back to obscurity? Brian thrived in the spotlight, did he not, BK? Who gave him that spotlight? Who made Brian famous? Who made Brian famous? Because Brian is pretty fucking famous. I'm asking BK right now. Who made Brian famous? And do you think, BK, you should know, do you think Brian is ready to go back into obscurity when he had just gotten his spotlight, got a taste of the big top, got on the stage, was famous and had fans because you, BK, gave him fans? Yes. What happened to Bri? Ask Burger Boy. Do you think I forgot about Burger? How could I forget about literally the legend and the fall of an icon? Burger Boy. Iconic. It's all by design, of course. Burger Boy. He's very, very good at becoming relevant. Think about it, BK. Where did he come from? The Burger Boy. Where did he come from? Where did he go? That Cotton Eye Joe. Always beware, BK, of the Cotton Eye Joe, because that is Burger Boy. Never trust a man from Tennessee, BK. And I hope that you did not trust the BB, the otherwise known as the Burger Boy. He truly does and is schizophrenia. He's so schizophrenic, he doesn't know that he's schizophrenic, right? That is the Burger Boy. He does not know that he's crazy, but he's absolutely insane. BK, beware of the person who does not know that he's crazy. Who scares me more, Burger Boy or BK? We're wrapping this up. Burger Boy scares me more than BK. Burger Boy honestly scares the fuck out of me. That is a scary dude right there for me. You know what I mean? The person who scares me may not scare you, but are they scary? Because maybe, just maybe, I see something that you don't. Somebody met Ted Bundy and knew that he was sick. Think about this. There's been serial killers walking this earth for a long time. Real motherfucking killers. Real kick your door in, real snatch your wife. They will have no problem murdering your children. There's people exist. They do not care. I read about them. They exist. They kill a lot of people, and they sometimes never get caught. They exist. They live amongst us. They know people, and people know them. They don't live isolated lives, serial killers. They are little social butterflies. They blend in. They know how to blend in, serial killers. That's how they're good at what they do. That's why that should scare you. Ted Bundy, nobody even noticed him. Not really. He did blend in. Nobody knew he was killing bitches. Did they? Did anybody know that Jeffrey Dahmer was chopping up fucking bodies, my nigga? He blended in, meaning he looked like you, he looked like me. Nobody thought anything about him. To be a great serial killer, you must blend in. Even if you stand out, the standing out is still you blending in. John Wayne Gacy was a master blending in. and standing at. Nobody fucking knew he was killing boys and burying them under his fucking house. Who would believe that? He was a happy clown. Burger Boy scares the fuck out of me. But who's scarier? Burger Boy or Brian? Brian, obviously. Brian scares the shit out of me. For real. That's scary too. BK is the least scary dude to me of all time. BK does not terrify me at all. My phone is literally falling out of my thing. Look at that. That's iconic. Brian scares me more than Burger Boy. Burger Boy scares me more than BK. BK does not scare me at all. Literally not at all. I don't find BK to be threatening to my person at all. I find zero threat detected. But Burger Boy is a threat to me, and so is Brian. Oh, by the way, I do not find Prison Mike to be scary either. Now, I'm not saying that Prison Mike is not a psychopath, because Prison Mike is a psychopath. But he doesn't scare me. Certain psychopaths don't scare me. Courtney's a psychopath, but she does not scare me. Literally at all. Not at all. She's psychotic, but she doesn't scare me. I'll tell you who scares me. Motel Wi-Fi. That bitch scares me. You do scare me, Motel Wi-Fi. You scare the shit out of me. Good. That's iconic. All right? Keep doing that, Motel Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? You think I've forgotten about Dre? Where is Brian? BK. Because that's what scares me. Where is Brian? This is now becoming a game of where in the fuck in the world is Carmen Sandiego? We need to find that bitch. Where the fuck is Waldo? We know he's wearing that shirt. Brian is Waldo. Do you understand? That is not a cool. Where is Waldo was always a scary game for me to play because I know he's there. I know that nigga's there. I just cannot see that nigga, and I feel dumb and scared and terrified. Do not play Where is Waldo with me. I don't like that shit. And I know you're wearing something that's making you stand out, but for some reason you're blending in. I can't figure it out. Why? Where is Brian? What is he doing right now? Come on, y'all. Where the fuck is Cyrax? He does not scare me, but he does. But he doesn't. But he does. But he doesn't. Do you feel me? Cyrax is iconic. Yes, Cyrax is fucking an icon. Literally, and we all know why. Seriously, that is original. That is original fucking art. Cyrax is God's original art. And I need you to respect that about him. You will never see anything like that. You gotta just embrace it, bro. Like, you will literally never see. I understand the sickness that is Marty. Marty, because he is a Jew, which is also him being iconic. Marty is an icon, and we all know that. Even I know that. I just don't spend a lot of time focusing on Marty because from one icon to another, I have my own iconic shit I have to get done. Marty has his iconic shit he has to get done. Courtney has her own iconic shit to get done. BK has his own iconic shit to get done. Prison Mike has projects upon projects and pills and potions to get done. So we know why I'm not watching y'all's channel. We have to go do the iconic shit, right? And then we at some point ignore, okay, what are you doing? You'll never really see another Cyrax again. So when you see an exotic creature, Yes, you need to look at that shit and literally ask yourself, what the fuck? I can honestly say when I look at Cyrax, and I mean this, and he's going to get upset and he's going to hear about this because somebody, of course, will tell him that Yana, you never would have expected that coming from me. Yana said that when I look at Cyrax, I literally ask the question out loud, what the fuck? Cyrax, what the fuck? We need to know. We need to know what happened to you. Obviously, something happened to you. And we need to understand that you're an icon. You are a creature from the depths of something that we need to understand, Cyrax. And I need you to stop playing with us. Cyrax, I need you to stop playing with yourself, stop playing with me, and I need you to explain to me today, in 1,000 words or less on your channel on YouTube, I need you to explain to us what the fuck happened to your face. You have to talk about it. We don't want to assume anything. You want to know what happened to mine, Cyrax? Yeah, because that's what you're going to say. See, Cyrax, what Marty has been trying to teach you, and you have failed to learn. Marty has been trying to teach you the Jewish ancient lesson of the art of beauty. Jews are naturally ugly people. Cyrax, and this is for Marty's ears. Cyrax, you literally are the archetype of what a Jew is. That's why Marty is fascinated by you. You literally are the archetype of Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin. We thought Fiddler on the Roof is what it's giving, Cyrax. That's why Marty can't stop looking at you, Cyrax. Marty's trying to figure out why his greatest Jew uncle from the Roman Empire has been reincarnated and lives in fucking Ohio. Cyrax, I want you to know this. Marty literally is your brother. Okay, I want you to get that through your fucking skull. It's true. Cyrax, I have some good news and some bad news. You'll find peace tonight. Cyrax, you'll find peace tonight. I promise you. Finally. What is Marty's deal? He's your long lost brother, dude. Don't you understand? Y'all are literally related. Marty has been working on a fucking genealogy project for some time. He's been trying to piece together his family tree. And when he first saw you, he felt something because that's his DNA talking back to him. You know what I mean? You were just a reflection. Cyrax, you were just a reflection of Marty. Think about how much fun you're about to have, dude. Think about that. But let me tell you this, Cyrax. I know that you honestly already knew that because you're smarter than everybody. You are a genius, a very sick person, because that's what a genius is. The most genius people in their creative, I need y'all to understand, Cyrax is the original Mason of civilization. Cyrax is the original thinking brain. Literally, to be a genius, you have to be absolutely insane, and no one listens to you. And then when you're dead and they hear about you, they're like, wow, let's do what he said. That's what Cyrax has been trying to tell all you guys. He's been leading a quiet revolution from his chambers in Ohio. I'm literally, honestly, not doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm rebelling against myself because I said, this is going to be the time when you stop talking. And then I rebel against my own rules because I don't want to feel like a bottom bitch to myself, telling myself what to do all day. Can I breathe? Can I just live? Must I be my own taskmaster? Master? Literally, I have to get up here soon. But I'm just saying, can you let yourself chill? I don't ever want to hear this phrase alone because this is something Jose said to me. It was not iconic. But of course, Jose is an icon, obviously. I only fuck with icons. Jose is iconic because Jose said to me, I have to earn the right to sit on my ass. That's an iconic moment, but that's also shitty. Earning the right to sit on your ass. God would never. God does not have to work for God's self. God doesn't work. God just does what God wants to do, but it's not work. When you love what you do, do you love what you do? If you do not, you're not being God because God does not work. God does what God wants to do, and that's good enough for God. God ain't tripping. When what you're doing isn't good enough for you, you're tripping. You'll be tripping. You tripping on you because you're not happy with you, boo. Honestly, I mean, yeah, environmental, yeah, there's a lot of things we're not discussing right now. But ultimately, in reality, if I'm doing what I'm wanting to do, you're really not that big of a deal to me for me to be tripping on you. For instance, environmentally speaking, because we are not in paradise, we're just rebuilding it. Yeah, you kind of have to rebuild what was tore down. Yeah. It takes a little bit more time than building a building because we're literally reworking the molecular structure of Earth, but we're getting there. We're getting there. The Earth is rebuilding paradise. If you haven't been paying attention, that's all she's been doing. She's very busy. The Earth is booked and busy because she's an icon. And so is BK. Are you doing what you want to do? If you're not, that is no way to exist. Please do what you want to do today. If you're happy, I'm happy. Right? Wait a second. That doesn't make any sense because what if I want to kill you? And that's what makes me happy, is what you'll say to me, right? Well, I want to kill you. So that'll make me happy. And I said, all right, well, then come do it. But you never do. You feel me? You say that, right? But you never did that. So I say, why are you holding yourself back from your happiness? Let me tell you about murder. It's like sex. Think about it. Think about how many enemies. Drake, our king and our icon. Barely. BK is more iconic than Drake. BK is who Drake wishes Drake could be if Drake had a cock. Think about it. Beyonce does not hold a candle to Courtney. I'm genuinely meaning this right now. I have listened to Courtney speak. I have been impressed by listening to Courtney speak. A few times I was incredibly impressed by Courtney. I cannot deny those iconic moments. There was some iconic moments on Courtney TV. There's been a few. and we wait for the next one. Yeah. Courtney doesn't know I know this about her. She doesn't even know what I'm thinking about when I say things that Courtney has done on Courtney TV that have been fucking iconic. And I'm like, can we get more of that? I would pay to see that again. I would. Those iconic moments. You know, I like reality TV. You know what I mean? Like real TV. Like Courtney on the screen with a cigarette in her fucking mouth. Damn, that's hot. In the house, getting warmer. And she's doing what? Chewing out Hippie Island. You thought I forgot about it. Oh no. Can't forget about our icon, Hipster Island, otherwise known as Lucid Lioness Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt. Of course, I haven't forgot about Liquid Lioness. She cannot show her face on camera anymore. Thank you, Courtney. Courtney set that in motion. It's when somebody throws you the ball and you catch it and you say, true. Courtney didn't care. Courtney put on a show because Courtney is an icon. Do you really think Courtney, being the cat that she is, you think she cared when she threw me the little roach that she killed? Hippie Island. Courtney did not care that Hippie Island got murdered. Why would she? She's a cat. Hippie Island is a cockroach. Now, I love a good roach. Roaches are iconic. Think about it. I saw a roach in the house yesterday. There was 3, and you say that's nasty. And I say they're little woodland creatures. They're everywhere here. And I leave the door open for my cat, and the roaches come in too, and then Kitty kills them all. They're not swarming the house, a couple. They're like beetles, you know what I mean? I'm not scared of a roach. It's not iconic. Roaches are iconic because everyone's terrified of them. The moment we behold a roach, everyone screams and things break. It's the scariest creature for us, second to spiders. There's something so vulgar about a cockroach in a cabinet. That's why when we see a house that is full of roaches and rodents, we think to ourselves, look at that. That is a sight to behold. That is iconic. You have a house full of roaches and you're living there? Who else grew up poor, girl? Now let's get down to business for all of my poverty people. I know it was hard when we were young. We were poor. You know, the roaches move in with us in the summer. We spray and we spray until we can't breathe anymore. And we don't know why roaches target the poor. Think about it. You can have a clean house and be on welfare, but a roach is going to find you everywhere. Do rich people get roaches? You think Queen Elizabeth's ever seen a roach in her house? Has the president? Do you think roaches get in the White House? You think President Biden has ever seen a roach scuttle across the Oval Office? Now let me tell you something. Today, if a cockroach walks in the Oval Office, let's just say Biden's doing one of his little presidential speeches in the Oval Office, right, at his desk. Can you imagine the iconic moment if during a live televised speech, as Biden's sitting there blah, blah, blahing with the hands on the desk, and there's a cockroach that scuttles across his desk? He would steal the whole show. You know what I mean? It's like that iconic moment when a fly landed on Obama's face. We couldn't believe it. The audacity, it's vulgar. It gets the people going. A fly, a cockroach. So what I'm really getting at is this, okay? Because I have got to get off my ass and mow this grass. because I have to push it away because I got to mow it. You understand? Um, and it's hard work using that thing to mow the grass because it doesn't have a motor or take gas. It's labor, girl. Maybe I'll follow this up with a stream later because I'm high as fuck and I'm going to be in a state of meditation and bliss all day because look at this sky. We are now getting a little bit of relief from the heat. It feels like fall. It's giving pumpkin spice latte in the air. That's how cool it is because it's been so hot. Now 80 degrees seems like a fall day. Do you see what Mother Nature's doing to us? She's getting us used to new temperatures. You say, well, fall is for when the temperatures are 30, 40 in the morning and 60 in the afternoon. No, that's not fall anymore. That's winter. We're getting warmer. But winter was so cold last year. Yeah, because we're elasticizing our temperature gauges. We got to pull all the way down to be so hot. The heat is based on how cold it gets. You know what I mean? The winter and the summer work in tandem. So enjoy this weather. If you're in the South, we're probably going to have a tropical disturbance hitting Louisiana. It's giving Louisiana teas. You know? So you're going to be seeing a decent amount of rain in the South this week. I'm not going to tell you this every day. Just know it's coming. If you didn't get your sunshine last week, whatever, if you didn't get your sun yesterday, I mean, you're just going to be behold a pale horse singing out here. Okay. There's going to be a lot of violence this week. And shout out to Sweden. Can you imagine that they had a mass shooting? Apparently this weekend, 15 people killed at a tavern. That is iconic. It's fucking Sweden, dude. You didn't think those motherfuckers were violent. But I've seen PewDiePie, however you say his damn name. I've been hearing that name for years. Never knew what the fuck a PewDiePie is. Then one day, yes, a couple days ago, I clicked on one of his videos for the first time. I think I'm the final person at the party. That is iconic. Everybody else has been going on. Can you imagine that you're not famous if I don't know about you? No, I'm famous. All these other people know about me. I didn't know about you, so you don't really exist to me. So shout out to PewDiePie. That is a psychopath. Swedish people are nuts. They're fucking nuts, dude. I don't think people understand how violent Norwegian people are. Nordic people are fucking psychotic, dude. I'm ending this stream. So the point is, we're going to see a lot of violence this week. Mass amounts of violence. Like I said, it's going to be hell week for a lot of different fucking reasons. In every way. In all of the categories that make the world what it is. Financial, that is, economic is everything. Financial sector is going to suck. The sexual sector of society is going to suck. The marriage sector of society is going to totally blow balls this week. It's going to be families are fighting week. It's very civil war-y this week. The families are fighting. You understand? At some point, NATO's going to break down. The allegiance that seemingly will be no longer. Putin knows it, so do I. I know that the NATO alliance is going to basically fall into shambles. I know that the countries will start turning on each other. Putin knows this, so do I. He's playing a long game. He's not playing a short game. You really think Putin is pulled his dick out to like put it back in his pants? Fuck no. So he's not going to stop, dude. That's what I keep trying to say. You're going to have to kill that motherfucker. And if you kill Putin, you're going to really just set it off. A little boozy. If anybody assassinates Putin, that's going to set it off. The Russians are not going to tolerate that. That's their nigga. That's their god. They don't want him to leave. He's the best thing that's ever happened to fucking Russia in the last 100 fucking years. Do you know what happened to Russia before World War II? Do you know Russia used to be that nigga? And they took a fucking blow to their fucking ego about 100 years ago when they came through and got rid of their fucking emperor. Do you know what the Russian Revolution? You understand what happened, dude? That's a big deal. We've been talking shit. America only became great because Europe fell during World War II. It was a proxy power situation. I've been said this for a long time. America was not a world power until after World War II. We're new to the streets, bitch. Been done said it. America as a superpower is a new thing. Europe's been doing it for a long time. Now, America has been a country since officially 1776, but it's not been a superpower until after 1945. So, bitch, we just got on stage. We just got on top. Don't get too comfortable, America, because you can quickly fall off the top of the food chain because Europe just got stronger than you. America did not want Europe to get strong again. And people think, people are deluded. BK has been one of them. I've been done said at some point the UK and America may not be as besties as they were. It's impossible. No, it's not. Alliances are not forever. Anybody who is a human knows that. Well, we're allies. Yeah, whoop de fucking do. Alliances come and go, girl, and then we're back to killing each other. We'll be cool for 100 years, then it's time to hate each other for 100 years. That's how empires rise and fall. We were at peace, now we're at war, now we're at peace again, now we're at war again. We're getting into War of the Roses thematic. You know, it's bringing to mind War of Roses. The UK is going to fight with the rest of Europe, and Europe's going to fight with America, and Russia's going to kill us all. Okay? No, the Allies are the Allies, barely. I don't believe the NATO alliance is going to last. I do believe, because I'm psychotic, I do believe that Russia knows that Europe's going to crumble in on itself. The little union is going to break up, and Russia's going to come in and fuck with everybody. Russia's ready. Russia's not running from a fight. Who's ready to pull out them big guns? Russia is saying, meet me in the motherfucking ring. Have you seen the movie Rocky? Remember that big old dude named Ivan or something? That big old blonde dude? That's Russia. In the movie, Rocky kicked his fucking ass. But we're not in a movie. Do you know that that's not a true story? The Russians can kick our asses. Why is everyone acting like they can't kick our asses? They can. America, for some reason, wants to act like they're a guaranteed winner at every game. Why? Damn, that's iconic. I can't do that. That's why it's iconic. We're going to get sick of that word iconic here in the next 48 hours, I promise. But I'm all about bleeding the vocabulary. And then we move on to a more interesting word to describe ourselves. I'm prophesying because I believe this. So I'm saying it like it's a fact now, even though this is for later. Russia's going to kick our ass. Yes, they are. Because America, honestly, has lied about Russia in a lot of fucked up little fucking ways. All right? It's true. And that's how they're not going to kill me, because I know that it's true. Do you feel me? Seriously, you need to think about that. You need to really consider the possibility of a Russian invasion. Just really consider it. You have to entertain it for at least 5 minutes. The Russians are actually coming. We're not crying wolf. It's not a tornado alarm readiness weekend. It's the tornado's here. This is not an alarm. We've seen it in the movies for years. The Hunt for Red October or something like that. What is that movie when the Russians came and killed us all? Oh no, in the movie when the Russians came, we killed them all and they left and we win every time, America. This is not a movie. This is a movie, but this is not the movie that you watch. War is real. War's a real thing, my nigga. When you look at that footage of what's happening in Ukraine, and I want you to look at it and know that that is real and that could happen in your city. It's not believable in America because no country bombs America but America. America's such a bad bitch. Only Americans will bomb Americans, but nobody else is bombing us, right? We bomb ourselves. Timothy McVeighing ourselves, bruh. America is the king of terrorizing itself. You're terrorists. Like, we mass produce them on the daily, baby. Your country terrorizing us, our own countrymen terrorize us. You know who's a bigger threat to me? What, Russia or that dude that's my neighbor? God damn, he's scary. Okay. So that's why Russia is also going to destroy us, because literally no one is even believing it's possible anymore. And that's the perfect time to bomb somebody when they least expect it. Right? Think about it. I've got to get up and mow the grass. You think Russia doesn't understand the element of surprise? I mean, seriously. Putin actually invaded Ukraine. No one believed he was actually going to do it. And no one believed he would stay this long. And no one would believe. I mean, think about it, guys. They put those sanctions on Putin with the idea that he would. I mean, what was your goal? Like, why put the sanctions on Putin? Like, what was the point of that? Because it doesn't seem like anything's changed, right? So if you're implementing all these, think about it. If you're implementing all these measures, like all the world leaders are sitting on panels at the UN and the fucking General Assembly. I see it on live streams. They live stream it. The WHO, they're all talking about Putin and stopping his ass, right? That's what all the world leaders are doing. They're screaming in Africa about it. They are starving in Africa because they're running out of fucking food, dude. So it's like, Russia, stop it. Stop it, girl. That's what all the world leaders are doing. Stop. You're ruining the world economy. You're crashing the whole thing, man. But Putin doesn't give a fuck. So the sanctions apparently are they working? Because what was your goal? Like, what was your goal? Like, he's not stopping, he's not slowing down. In fact, he's challenging everybody to the battlefield, saying, we're on the battlefield waiting for you. We're waiting on he literally said, we're waiting on the West to meet us on the battlefield, meaning we're not running from a fight from you motherfuckers. Putin came to the battlefield knowing NATO was going to join up and fight his ass. Everyone's acting like Putin didn't know that the NATO alliance was going to be there to fucking try to cock block. You think he didn't factor in the entirety of Western Europe uniting against him? You think he didn't think long term about this? You think that motherfucker is so fucking psychotic that he just does shit without thinking it through? You think Putin didn't know about NATO uniting against him? You think he didn't take that into consideration when he chose to invade Ukraine? because some of you little NATO leaders are acting like Putin didn't think it through. So you're being like, now, why would you do that, Putin? You know damn well that we're going to fucking come and do this to you. Well, it sounds kind of like empty fucking threats, because have you slowed Putin down? Do you really know what Putin is going to do? Are you really going to stop him? No, you're not, because Putin knows that nobody really wants to go to war. So it's all a bluff. Putin knows that Europe doesn't want to really go to war. You have dudes in America. There are people that have literally, take this in. Have you heard of this shit before? Did this happen in Iraq? You have people in America who are signing up to volunteer to fight in Ukraine for the Ukrainian army. Americans, former soldiers, veterans who have left America, flown to the Ukraine, and gave themselves over to the Ukrainian military to fight against Russia. So we have a volunteer army of Americans, but the actual army is doing what? Sitting on their asses behind NATO borders. There's no US troops, from my knowledge, on the battlefield in Ukraine, just American volunteers playing with the Ukrainian. Like, literally, who's in Ukraine helping the Ukrainians? I think everyone's forgotten that literally nobody is on the Ukrainian battlefield helping the Ukrainians except the fucking Ukrainians and the motherfucking American volunteers and other volunteers. But officially, nobody from any other country has really come to help fight or fight alongside the Ukrainians against the Russians. The only thing that's been happening is sending them money and guns. Like, we'll give you the guns, we just won't give you the people to shoot them. Here's the weapons, though. And that's why Putin is saying, you're breaking the alliance, dude. Putin said, and people think he's kidding, Putin said, if you aid the Ukraine in their fight against us, we will blow you to fucking smithereens. Because NATO is playing a game with Putin. NATO's saying, well, we're not technically on the battlefield. But Putin is saying, no, 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 NATO. You sent the weapons. So you're there. You're getting involved, NATO. That's what Putin is saying. Putin had told NATO, you don't get involved. And NATO's like, well, we're not involved, like, not literally. Like, we're just kind of like sitting behind the little line and watching. But Putin is saying, but you're sending weapons to the Ukrainian soldiers. So that means I can fuck with you, NATO. And NATO's like, you wouldn't dare fuck with us, Putin. You know we're NATO. And Putin said, what about it? And NATO says, don't you know who we are? We're fucking NATO. You can't beat us. And Putin said, yes, the fuck I can beat you. And NATO said, well, come on and try. And Putin said, you first, my nigga. Waiting on you, NATO. That's what Putin said. You first, then. We're on the battlefield. It's ready. There's oil on the grill. Where are you then, girl? And then NATO said, well, see, you're not going to do shit to me because I have to cross over the border first. And then Putin said, all right, then you're a pussy. And then NATO said, who cares? At least we're surviving. But Putin said, but you're a pussy, though. And then NATO said, well, I'm a pussy, but we're still winning. And Putin said, are you winning? NATO, are you winning right now? Is the world winning because you're too pussy to get on the battlefield? Oh, because you want peace? Putin is telling us all that he will starve us out. He's going to starve us out, bro. So, okay, we're not on the battlefield dying, but we're going to starve to death. Because Putin has plenty of food. I don't know where everyone gets the idea of the starving Russians. See, NATO thinks they're going to starve Russia out. And Russia said, no, you're going to starve. It's a battle. It's a battle to the finish, starvation games. How long can you hold out? with what you have, because Russia's got resources. So Russia says, all right, you're not going to buy our wheat. You're going to cut off our money back. But do you have resources? Because if I have resources, I don't need money. I don't need your money. I don't need your anything if I have resources that are my resources. And Russia does have resources. Does America? What is the resources in America if Russia cuts us off? This is a real game being played right now. If I say as a country, all right, well, I'm not doing business with you anymore, and because you're not going to do business with me, and you're saying that that's going to starve me out, because that's what NATO has said. NATO said they could starve Russia out. Russia is saying, I'll starve you out first, because we have resources that you need. This is not about money. This is about resources. That's the big power play here. Who has the resources? Whoever has the resources is king. Money does not matter. Doesn't matter if you cut the financial purse strings of the oligarchs of Russia. If they have the resources, they win. If they have their own natural resources that they can tap into and just share in their own commune of their country, they're not going to starve off. If you don't have resources in your country, you're going to die. Hence Africa. There's a whole starvation crisis in Africa right now and in India. Where are their resources? Where did they go? Any nation that's so quick to sell off its own resources just for money is an idiot, and that's fucking Africa. Africa had resources, but it was greedy for money and then bled its own self out. It sold itself to the highest and lowest bidder. Africa. That's why Africa is what it is. It was a rich place and it sold itself. You should have kept some resources for yourself. America has been that way. What does America have for itself? Because it sold itself like a slut. So what country actually has its own resources where it doesn't have to actually look to you for aid? What country out here has that type of shit? Water and food, most importantly. If you're having to import your water, you are a dumbass. Move where there's fucking water. Because what if your country gets cut off from the rest of the world? What if your country goes to war? Who's living in the best country in the world? Well, we're going to find out here soon, because America's been out here gaslighting everybody saying we're the best country in the world to live in. Do we have resources to tap into for ourselves? If something goes wrong in the world, then it's wherever you live is where you live. You can't import shit. Ever thought about that? If the power grid goes out, think about this. If the infrastructure of the internet goes out, that's a worldwide outage, right? That means we lose connection to each other. There's no communication. We have to have communication to keep this world connected. So if we suddenly lose connection with the UK, like the power does not work, and there's no way to connect the phone at all to the UK. The UK is cut off from the United States of America. Think about that. You say it's impossible. It's not impossible. That world existed before the internet. There was a time frame that you don't feel anymore where people were not able to quickly communicate with each other worldwide. You had to send a letter by boat across the ocean. So we don't know what was going on. It was not instantaneous communication. That was a different time. You were mostly living in the dark, walking by faith, not by sight. Remember, Christopher Columbus navigated the Atlantic Ocean without a map. Now that is iconic. And we all know I hate him, but that was iconic. Can you imagine mapping your way across the ocean and nobody's ever explored it before? That is an icon. And that is a psychopath. And that is why he acted like a bitch when he landed. Do you know that Christopher Columbus literally went through hell before he even landed in the Bahamas? Think about it. So while I hate Christopher Columbus, and I would, if I could, dig up his body, and piss on his skull. I still say, wow, that was kind of iconic that you were such a psychopath that you sailed the ocean blue for as long as you did without a map. You truly don't have a sex life, Christopher. Ain't nobody got a sex life doing shit like that. Christopher Columbus did not have a sex life. Obviously not. If you have all that time to explore the middle of the ocean without getting in it, you are a psychopath. And we know what Christopher Columbus did to the Native Americans. Beware of the person who spends copious amounts of time at sea. Listen, I gotta go.